Have you ever looked in the mirror after getting a pixie cut and thought, something feels off, but I can't put my finger on what it is? You're absolutely not alone in this feeling. I hear from women all the time who tell me they love the idea of a chic, low-maintenance pixie cut, but somehow their final result doesn't match the gorgeous styles they see in magazines or on their favorite celebrities. It's frustrating, isn't it? You walk into the salon with high hopes and a reference photo, but walk out feeling like something just missed the mark. In today's video, I'll walk you through 7 common pixie cut mistakes that women over 60 should absolutely avoid. Plus, I'll give you the solutions so you can rock a pixie that's not only stunning but perfectly suited to your unique features and lifestyle. We're going to dive deep into each mistake, understand why it happens, and most importantly, learn exactly how to fix it or prevent it from happening in the first place. Before we dive in, if you love beauty tips and hairstyle advice, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos. It really helps the channel, and I promise you'll love what's coming next. Now let me tell you why I'm so passionate about getting this right. The pixie cut is truly timeless, incredibly chic, and wonderfully low maintenance when it's done correctly. It can take years off your appearance, highlight your best facial features, and give you that effortless confidence that comes with a hairstyle that just works. When a pixie cut is tailored properly to a woman over 60, it can even enhance your natural elegance and sophistication in ways that longer styles sometimes can't achieve. But here's the thing, I want you to remember throughout this entire video, there's absolutely no one-size-fits-all approach to pixie cuts. What looks stunning on your best friend might not be the perfect choice for your face shape, hair texture, or lifestyle. It's all about finding what works specifically for you, and that's exactly what we're going to figure out together today. Let me start with the first major mistake I see all the time, and this one is probably the most common reason pixie cuts go wrong. Mistake number 1 is choosing the wrong pixie style for your face shape. Here's why this is such a problem. When you select a pixie cut that doesn't complement your natural bone structure, it can actually emphasize features you'd rather downplay and hide the ones you want to highlight. For women over 60, this becomes even more critical because our faces naturally change over time, and a pixie cut that might have been perfect in our 30s might not be the best choice now. The solution is to work with your face shape, not against it. If you have a round face, you'll want to avoid pixie cuts that are too short on the sides or too full around the cheeks. Instead, look for styles with height on top and longer pieces around the ears that create length and angles. For square faces, softer wispy layers and side-swept bangs can help soften strong jawlines. Heart-shaped faces look gorgeous with pixies that have more weight at the bottom and less volume on top. Oval faces are lucky because they can wear almost any pixie variation, but even then you want to consider your individual features. Here's a professional enhancement tip: when you're consulting with your stylist, ask them to use their hands to frame different areas of your face while explaining why certain cuts will work better than others. A great stylist should be able to show you exactly how different lengths and angles will interact with your bone structure. The second mistake that I see constantly is going too short too fast. This is especially problematic for women who are trying a pixie cut for the first time or returning to short hair after years of longer styles. The issue here is that cutting off too much length all at once can be shocking, not just to you but to everyone around you, and if the proportions aren't right, you might end up with a style that feels too severe or masculine. The solution is to take a gradual approach. Start with a longer pixie po, what stylists sometimes call a long pixie or pixie bob, and then gradually go shorter in subsequent appointments if you want to. This gives you time to adjust to shorter hair and also allows your stylist to fine-tune the proportions as they go. Remember, hair grows, but it takes time, so it's always better to start more conservative and then take off more length if needed. Another aspect of this mistake is not considering your lifestyle before making such a dramatic change. A very short pixie requires regular maintenance, we're talking every 4 to 6 weeks, and it needs daily styling to look its best. If you're not prepared for that level of upkeep, A slightly longer version might be more practical. Now let's talk about mistake number 3, which is neglecting to consider your hair texture when choosing a pixie style. This is where so many women get tripped up because they fall in love with a pixie they see on someone else without thinking about whether their own hair can achieve that same look. Here's the problem. If you have very fine straight hair and you choose a pixie that's designed for thick, wavy hair, you're going to struggle every single day to make your hair look like the inspiration photo. Conversely, if you have thick, coarse, or curly hair and you choose a pixie that's meant for fine hair, you might find that your hair sticks out in all directions or requires an enormous amount of product and heat styling to behave. The solution is to choose a pixie style that works with your natural hair texture, not against it. If you have fine hair, look for pixies with subtle layers that create the illusion of thickness without removing too much weight. Avoid cuts that are too choppy or heavily layered, as these can make fine hair look even thinner. For thick or coarse hair, you'll want a pixie with strategic thinning and texturizing to prevent that mushroom effect while still maintaining enough weight for the style to lay properly. If you have naturally curly or wavy hair, embrace it. There are absolutely gorgeous pixie cuts designed specifically for textured hair. The key is finding a stylist who understands how to cut curly hair and can work with your natural curl pattern, rather than trying to force your hair into a style meant for straight hair. Here's an enhancement tip for this: bring multiple photos to your consultation, but make sure at least some of them show pixie cuts on hair that's similar to your texture. Your stylist will be able to adapt the style you love to work with your specific hair type. Mistake number 4 is probably one of the most heartbreaking ones I see, and that's choosing an inexperienced stylist for such a dramatic haircut. I cannot stress this enough. A pixie cut is not the time to try out a new salon or go with the cheapest option you can find. This is precision cutting at its finest, and it requires skill, experience, and an artistic eye. The problem with choosing the wrong stylist is that pixie cuts leave no room for error. With longer hairstyles, small mistakes can often be hidden or will grow out without being too noticeable. But with a pixie cut, every snip matters. One wrong angle or an uneven section can throw off the entire style, and fixing it often means going even shorter, which might not be what you wanted. The solution is to do your research and invest in a stylist who specializes in short haircuts, particularly pixie cuts. Look at their portfolio. Do they have multiple examples of pixie cuts they've done? Do those cuts look well proportioned and professionally executed? Read reviews from other clients, especially women in your age range who have gotten pixie cuts from this stylist. Don't be afraid to schedule a consultation before booking the actual cut. A good stylist will want to meet with you, examine your hair, discuss your lifestyle, and make sure you're both on the same page about the end result. During this consultation, pay attention to how they communicate. Do they ask good questions about your hair routine, your styling preferences, and your comfort level with maintenance? Do they make suggestions based on your face shape and hair texture, or do they just agree with whatever you show them in a photo? Here's something that might surprise you. A truly skilled stylist might actually talk you out of a pixie cut if they don't think it's right for you, and that's actually a good sign. They care more about you looking your best than they do about just doing whatever you ask for. Now let's move on to mistake number 5, which is ignoring the importance of proper styling and maintenance. This is where many women get frustrated with their pixie cuts because they expect them to be completely wash and go, but the reality is that pixie cuts, while lower maintenance than many longer styles, still require some daily attention and regular upkeep. The problem is that when pixie cuts aren't styled properly, or when they're allowed to grow out too long between appointments, they can start to look messy, unflattering, or even unkempt. This is particularly noticeable with pixie cuts because the shape is so dependent on precise lines and proportions. The solution is to establish a proper styling routine and maintenance schedule from day one. Your stylist should teach you how to style your new pixie cut before you leave the salon. This includes showing you what products to use, how much to use, and the techniques for applying them. For most pixie cuts, you'll need a good styling cream or mousse for texture and hold, and possibly a light hold hairspray to keep everything in place. Most pixie cuts need to be trimmed every 4 to 6 weeks to maintain their shape. I know this might seem like a lot compared to longer styles that you might have been able to stretch for 3 months between cuts, but this regular maintenance is what keeps your pixie looking sharp and intentional, rather than grown out and sloppy. Here's an enhancement tip. Mates, consider booking your next appointment before you leave the salon. Most salons are happy to put you on a regular schedule, and this ensures you won't let your cut grow out too long because you forgot to book or couldn't get in when you needed to. Mistake number 6 is something I see particularly often with women over 60, and that's choosing colors that are too harsh or unflattering with a pixie cut. When you have very short hair, your hair color becomes much more prominent and noticeable. Colors that might have looked fine with longer hair can suddenly seem too severe or aging when paired with a pixie cut. The problem is that harsh, solid colors or colors that are too far from your natural tone can create an unflattering contrast with your skin, especially as we age and our skin tone naturally changes. Very dark colors can be aging, but so can colors that are too light or too cool for your complexion. The solution is to work with a colorist who understands how to choose flattering colors for shorter haircuts on mature women. Generally speaking, you'll want colors that are closer to your natural tone with subtle highlights or lowlights that add dimension without creating harsh lines of demarcation. Warm tones tend to be more flattering than cool tones for most women over 60, but this can vary based on your individual coloring. If you're going gray or already have gray hair, embrace it. Gray hair can look absolutely stunning in a well-cut pixie. The key is making sure your gray is the right shade of gray for you. Some grays can look dull or yellow, but a good colorist can help you achieve a beautiful, vibrant silver or white that looks intentional and sophisticated. Here's an enhancement tip. If you're making a big change to both cut and color, consider doing them in separate appointments. This allows you to adjust to one change before making another, and it also ensures that both your stylist and colorist can focus entirely on their specialty. Now we come to mistake number 7, and this one might surprise you, because it's not about the technical aspects of the cut at all. The 7th mistake is not considering your personal style and wardrobe when choosing a pixie cut. This might seem minor, but it can actually make a huge difference in how confident and put together you feel with your new haircut. The problem is that pixie cuts can dramatically change your overall look and the way clothes fit and hang on you. A pixie cut draws attention to your face, neck, and shoulders in ways that longer hair doesn't. This means that necklines, earrings, and even the shape of your glasses become much more prominent and important to your overall appearance. The solution is to think holistically about your style when planning your pixie cut. Consider the types of clothing you wear most often. Do you prefer classic, tailored pieces, bohemian, flowing styles, modern, edgy looks? Your pixie cut should complement your existing wardrobe, not fight against it. Think about your accessories too. With a pixie cut, your earrings become a focal point, so make sure you have styles that you love and that flatter your face shape and the new haircut. If you wear glasses, consider whether your current frames work well with shorter hair, or if it might be time for an update there too. Also consider your makeup routine. Many women find that they want to adjust their makeup when they get a pixie cut, often adding a bit more definition to their eyes or trying a bolder lip color to balance the shorter hair. Let me share some special style enhancer tips that can take your pixie cut from good to absolutely stunning. First, let's talk about the power of the right hair products. The products you use can make or break your pixie cut, so it's worth investing in high-quality options that work well with your hair type. For fine hair, look for lightweight mousses or volumizing sprays that add body without weighing your hair down. Avoid heavy creams or oils that can make fine hair look flat and greasy. For thicker or coarser hair, you might need stronger hold products like styling pastes or creams that can tame flyaways and keep your shape intact throughout the day. Texture sprays are absolutely magical for pixie cuts because they can add grip and movement to hair that might otherwise lay too flat. A light misting of texture spray on damp hair before styling can give you that piecey modern look that makes pixie cuts look so effortless. Don't underestimate the power of a good finishing spray either. A light hold hairspray applied after styling can keep your pixie looking fresh all day without making it feel stiff or crunchy. Now let's talk about color techniques that can enhance your pixie cut. Subtle highlighting can add incredible dimension to short hair. Rather than traditional foil highlights, consider techniques like balayage or hand painting that create more natural-looking variation in color. Even just a few strategically placed lighter pieces around your face can brighten your complexion and add interest to your cut. If you're embracing gray hair, don't assume that means no color at all. Gray hair can be enhanced with glazes that add shine and richness, or even subtle tints that complement your skin tone. A skilled colorist can help you achieve gray hair that looks vibrant and intentional, rather than dull or yellowed. For women who prefer more dramatic color changes, pixie cuts can actually be perfect for experimenting with bolder choices because there's less hair to maintain and color grows out more quickly. Just remember to keep your skin tone and personal style in mind when making these choices. Let's discuss accessories that work particularly well with pixie cuts. Earrings become incredibly important when you have very short hair, so make sure you have a good selection that you love. Generally speaking, pixie cuts look great with earrings that have some movement. Hoops, dangles, or chandelier styles can add femininity and elegance to the strong lines of a short cut.